Welcome to SRTV Network. You are watching the NASCAR NIS Series fixed at 5 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Time, March 3rd, 2018. And I apologize for being awful quiet, but we'll start calling this race here in a minute. It took me a minute to get everything set up. It was a spur of the moment kind of deal to broadcast this race. I've been wanting to broadcast the NIS race, and I've never had the time to do it. And no time is better than the current. So we're going to do it here. Right now we got Jordan Worth in the number 11 car. He's up front. He's leading these boys and girls around here at this 1.5 miles at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And it's been green for the first 17 laps. So if you missed it, or if I missed it, I know the stream cut off there and come back on, so I apologize for that. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything set up right. I'm sure it's not, but hopefully we can get this race done. Either way it goes, I apologize. So, hey, let's get to the race in action. Starting in the top 5, we got Jordan Worth, Kevin Adam, Alex Kahn, Jason Martin, and Marco Penttinen. Did you see the 8 of Alex Kahn on the inside of the 26 car? That's Kevin Adam. Kevin Adam making that high side work as they come off of 2. Alex Kahn down on the bottom. Looks like the high side's got a little more momentum, but that number 8 of Alex Kahn is really making the bottom work. Right behind him, the number 5, Jason Martin. In that purple machine, Chevrolet. Got a couple Toyotas out there, but we got 2 Ford Fusions battling side by side right now for that second spot as Jordan Worth is done checked out. He's got a 1.6 second lead over second, and look, the 26 car in the wall. Kevin Adam couldn't quite make it stick there as he's having some issues. He gets a little bump from behind by the 25 car. Sends him down through the infield, and he's back up on the track, and that's going to bring the caution out for now. So definitely want to go back and check out that replay. As they're battling down the backstretch, we got the 26 on the outside. Look like a little bit of contact, maybe not, but he kind of gets up into the wall. Makes a little bit of contact with the number 10 car of Marco Penttinen. Sends the 25 through the infield as well as the 26 there. Brandon Smizer. And that number 25 Toyota Camry. And that's what brought out the caution here, the first caution of the night. It's been a good race so far. We got a long way to go. 111 more laps around as these folks are on their way to making some pit stops. So they're about to come down pit road. We'll keep an eye on pit road. We go back up front with the leader, Jordan Worth. Check out that car. He's riding in that Bass Pro Shops number 11. Got a little picture of Tony Stewart on the hood. And running a second, Alex Kahn, that number 8. Third place is Jason Martin, that number 5. Fourth place, the number 10, Marco Penttinen. And rounding out the top 5 is your boy Mate, or your girl. Hey, could be a girl now, Mate Lorinsky. That's going to round out the top 5. So we take a look at pit roads. They're coming in to get some tires. Looks like we got a couple guys that may have stayed out. I sure hope not, because they're going to need all the tires that they can get. Take a look at a little bit of the track information here in Las Vegas. We're running Iracing default weather. Winds coming out north at 2 miles an hour. It's a 78 degree, but that track is 104. Smoking hot. Humidity's 55. It's partly cloudy. We got a 2-mile track. I believe it's a 1.5. We got a 202-mile race here going on. So buckle up, because it's going to be a good long one. Hoping everything looks good. Sounds good. I hope you got your coffee, because it's a early morning here. Watching this NASCAR Iracing NIS fixed. They're running them Cup Series cars out there. Got a lot of Fords, a lot of Chevys, got a lot of Toyotas, a lot of good looking cars out there. The top 5, Jordan Worth, Marco Pentonen, Jason Martin, Mate Lorinsky, and Samuel Harris moved up into that top 5 spot. So we go on further down through the list here, running 6 to 24 car, Justin Petshire. Throw up these names here at the bottom of the list for you here. We got Trevor Mohr there, that number 16. Sergio Abella running 8th. The number 9, Braden Bolos, rounding out the top 10. Harrison Lyon in that number 28. The 4-car, Surreal, looking good out there in that number 4. Got a lion on the hoods. He's ready to roar around this track. Or I'm sorry, that was not him. Who is that lion car? Oh, that's Harrison Lyon. Got the lion on the hood. Let's get a better look. Pretty cool looking car. The number 4, Surreal knows. Well, the 32, Linus Brostrom. Kevin Adam, the number 26. 17, Jerome Anima. Brandon Smizer in that 25 car. The number 7, Dwayne Vincent. Alex Collins out there running 17th. Jake Goodwin, that number 22 car there. That's Wayne Burke, or Bork. Adam Highland, Marcus Ruckman in that number 3. Shane Ewing, the number 18. Rayovac. We got Jared Mogard in that number 13. Michael Guest in the number 1. Looks like he's got a lot of damage on that car. The lights are off on the pace car, so we'll make it quick. The 19 of Jeremy Vincent. Bob Van Catwick. Patrice Langley. Mike Polera. Matthew Scott. The green flag's getting ready to come out, so we're going to have to go back up front. We'll see if we can get a look at some of these cars here in a few. So we're getting set for that pace car to take off down pit road and send these Cup Series cars winding up around this Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So let's crank it up, get it going. Jordan Worth in that number 11 got a great start there. He's got Marco Pentonen right behind him, and then 2 wide, the number 5. He's got that number 9 of Mate Lorinsky right behind. Oh, he just took that spot from him. It's going to be for the 3rd spot there. The number 5, we got 2 more side by side there. The number 6 and the number 2. So we take a look. Battle for position there. Samuel Harris, that number 6 car. they're starting to get single file out. We got another battle back here between the number 32, Linus, and number 24, Justin Petshire. The number 4's out there, that's Surreal. You take a look at some of the speeds they're getting there, 200 mile an hour there as they cross the line. These cars are getting it around Las Vegas Motor Speedway there. Jordan Worth done opened up the gap. It's a 0.8 difference between him and second. That'd be Marco and the number 10 car there up front. As you can see, the tail end there of Jordan Worth. Marco's got Mate Marinsky right behind him. Jason Martin in that number 5 trying to close the distance. The 2's on the inside of the 16 makes that pass. As they come off to the 16, Trevor. That's Trevor Mohr. The number 12 looks to the inside there. Sergio Abella on the inside there of the 16 of Trevor Mohr. We're going to try to see who wins the battle there, the high side or the low side there. It looked like the number 12 gets a good run down into the corner there. Was able to pull that slide job off there and take over that spot from Trevor. Now he's got the 28 of Harrison Line. He's looking to make that pass too as he dives it down on the bottom and gets them left side tires right on that white line. A lot of great drivers going on as we take a look from the sky cam. Single file, because they got a long way to go. We're coming down to 100 laps to go here in Las Vegas. And the key, just to let y'all know, these cars get a little bit loose there after about 10 laps. They start to loosen up a little bit. And also, they get about 57 laps of fuel here in Las Vegas, so they're definitely going to have to make a pit stop. So they've been out there for 10 laps. So they should be able to make it on one stop there. As Jordan Worth is checked out, there's a battle for third there. That's the 2 car of Braden Bolos. Let's take a closer look. Braden Bolos on the inside of the 10 of Marco Pentinen. We've been seeing that low line work there as they enter turn 1. They've been able to clear that car on the outside, but then you see that car, that outside line got a lot of momentum. Ends up pulling right up to the back bumper there. So we'll take a look from the infield view. As you can see, a lot of talented drivers here in this top split. That number 4 car is starting to come up through the field there. Surreal Nosebomb. Hopefully I'm saying y'all's names right if you do watch this video. If not, I apologize. And for everybody that's tuning in, I'm Jay Weezy. I'm up in the SRTV Network booth calling all this action here at NIS race. 5 o'clock in the morning over here where I'm at. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in the Midwest, so it's a little bit early. I got me a cup of coffee and a lot of action right in front of me is the number 9, Mate Marinsky, pulling up onto the back bumper of that number 2. The number 10 of Marco Penton is looking really good. And I'd like to mention, these are fixed setups. These guys are running fixed setups. They can't make much changes during a pit stop. They can decide how much fuel they want. Usually they're going to fill it up. They can take 2 tires or 4. And that's really about it. Can't really do a whole lot with tire pressures or anything like that. We got some side-by-side action between the number 10, Marco Pentinen, and the number 12 of Sergio Abella. Looks like the number 28 there of Harrison Lyons pulling up on the outside there of Marco Pentinen. Let's ride along with Harrison Lyon in the cockpit here. Cup doors, man. They got a lot of horsepower there. They got a lot of horsepower, so they get a little bit loose on throttle when you hit that acceleration. .28 down there digging on the bottom. Looks like that middle to high line is where the momentum is. They hit about 170 or so, heading off into turn 3. Jordan Word pulling away from everybody. He's got a 1.6 second lead so far. So we're watching this battle between Harrison Lyon and the 28, the number 12 of Sergio Abella. Sergio Abella's right behind that number 9 of May Marinsky. These guys are doing a great job out there. Reached lap 41, coming to 42 as they cross the line. I know I got in here a little late and I missed the starting grid. But we're gonna try not to miss any more action here. We got a lot of cars battling for position right now. The 28. Harrison Lyon looking good out there. He's got the number 4 on the inside. That's Cyril. Let's see if you can say it. That's his name right there. Cyril Nosbaum. He got some NOS on that car. That number 5, Jason Martin, trying to look on the inside of the number 10 there, Marco Pentinen, but Marco said, no, not this time by. The number 9 right behind. So he's got the 6 of Samuel Harris looking to make a pass on him. Looks like he's going to have him cleared here by the time they come off the corner. But you never know, that high line might come back and make that pass back on the backstretch, but he's going to clear him here as he's going to look to make another pass on the number 10 of Marco. He's just plowing through the field right now. So we'll take a look at that number 6 of Samuel Harris. So he gets a heck of a run there off of turn 4 as he crosses the start-finish line, 191 miles an hour. He gets up to 196 there. As you see how high they get up there into the turns 1 and 2, right up by the wall. These cars get a little bit loose coming off the corner, so they got to be a little bit careful. We got a battle between the number 32 right now. 32's battling that 21 car, and the 32 is Linus Brostrom. And the 21 is Wayne Burke. Marco Pensonen in the 10. Got his hands full of Jason Martin in that number 5. And 3 rows back, the number 32 of Linus still battling. He's got the number 8 of Alex Kahn on his inside. And they're battling for that 12th spot. They got 2 cars side by side. Marco Pensonen and Jason. Jason Martin in the 5. 21 looks good. That's Wayne Burke coming off the corners. He's got his momentum up. The number 8 of Alex Kahn looking to the inside one more time, trying to make that pass on Linus. Look like the 16's pretty fast out there. Trevor Mohr. He just flew around that number 5 of Jason Martin. He pulls up on the back bumper of that number 10 car, Marco Pensonen. 21, Wayne Burke. Looks like the 5's running that low line, Jason Martin. Looks like he got a little bit loose as he come off of that corner. Like Jared Bogard in that number 13 scrapes the wall just a little bit, just enough to get that car to turn. He's on the outside of Alex Kahn, the number 8, trying to make it happen. You see that rubber flying off of them tires. The number 7 of Dwayne Vincent running in 15th right now. We're going to keep an eye on this battle. That number 5's been on the bottom for a while now. He's got some speed down there, but he is getting passed on the outside. That looks like where the momentum's at. The number 32 right there. Linus. He's got the 13 right behind him. Jared Bogard right behind him. That number 8, Alex Kahn. Some of these guys could be saving tires now because they've been out there for about 29 laps. And like I said earlier, they get about 57 laps worth of fuel, just depending on if you're saving fuel or not. So some of these guys could be saving fuel. They might be able to get 60, but let's see. Let's play crew chief. If they've been out there for 30 laps, that means they started on lap 23. They had 110 laps until the end. So most of these guys are going to be pitting around 55 laps, which put them right at the end of their fuel run, which works out good. Jared Bogard battling the 32 of Linus Brostrom. Like Linus has that spot for now. We're definitely going to have to take a look back up front. That's the number 2. He's running second. Braden Bolos. He's got Jordan Worth right in his sights. 1.3 seconds ahead of him. And right behind him, which is 0.6 seconds. Let me throw this up for you. 0.6 seconds. Is Harrison Line right behind him, so he's top 5 or single file right now. There's your top 3. Jordan Worth, Braden Bolos, Harrison Line, 4th place. All right, Jordan Worth's up here. All right, Jordan Worth's in the 11. The 14 is a lap down. Jordan Worth just put him a lap down. Second right there, Braden Bolos. Third's the 28. That number 4 car is running 4th right now. He's got Samuel Harris running behind him. That's Samuel Harris in the number 6 car. as they scream on down the backstretch here. Looks like we got a lot of battling going on into the back between Jared Mogard and the 13, the number 5 of Jason Martin, the 7 of Dwayne Vincent, the 10 of Marco Benson, and Jared Mogard and Marco Benson is side by side. Jared up on that high side. Marco Benson is down on the bottom. Jared Mogard makes that pass. That's going to be for the 11th position. The number 7, Dwayne Vincent, riding on the bottom. He's got Michael Guest right behind him. And then right behind him on the outside, that number 5 car, Jason Martin. Jason Martin has that number 8 car behind him. That's Alex Kahn. And Jake Goodwin in the 22 car. It's a Napa machine out there. Michael Guest doing a heck of a job with the damage that he's got to the front of that car. He's managed to hang on to 14th position for now. He's right behind the number 7 of Dwayne Vincent. They come across that start-finish line to start lap 60. So we're coming up on halfway. Oh no, Jared Mogard hits the apron coming off of the corner there. Sends him to the infield. We got some guys on pit road. Jared Mogard pulls it off the track. Let's take a look at pit lane here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars on pit road. So they're making green flag stops. So they ran 37 laps or 36 laps. And they came in. So there's going to be guys on different strategies here. As you can see, it's our leader, Jordan Worth, making his way down pit road in that number 11 Bass Pro Shops machine. He gave up the lead. He gave up the lead to come in and get 4 fresh tires and a full tank. As we see the number 8, he's coming in for service. That's Alex Kahn, which is going to put Braden Bolos in that number 2 out front, leading some laps. Now, if the caution comes out, that's going to be bad news for a lot of these guys that's on pit road right now. We got 15 cars that has decided not to pit yet. And then we got about 15 more that said, I'm coming in and I'm going to get me 4 fresh Goodyears and a full tank of Sunoco gasoline. Racing fuel, man. Gotta love Sunoco. The number 12 right there running second, Sergio Abella. Let's see how he's doing it. See, runs some laps around Las Vegas here on them old tires here. He's been out for 40 laps. He's got about 16 or 17, maybe 18 laps left full of fuel. But you know, them tires, man, are about gone. As you can tell, he's getting a little bit loose coming off the corner. He's even getting a little bit loose coming through the tri-ovals, so you can hear the tires. They're throwing rubber all over them fender wells here. He's still making pretty good time. As we take a look at the fastest lap so far is a 30.004. His last lap was a 32.522, so it's 2.5 seconds slower as Jordan Worth just makes his way by him. Let's ride along with Jordan Worth while he's got 4 freshies. As you can see, his last lap was a 30.565 because he just came off pit road. As he gets that right side of that car right up against the wall there. He's doing 160, 165 miles an hour coming through 3 and 4 and off the corner. 194 at the line. 199 top speed there as he comes down into turn one. We've just passed halfway here in this 133 lap race. The Iracing NIS Fixed Series, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's nice and early. I got me a cup of coffee, so I'm up. And I'm trying to cover this race for you guys so y'all can... Hey, if you're out there driving, you want to come back and watch what you did? Come on now, as we're watching Jordan Worth. He comes off turn 4. He's got that number 4 car all over the back end. That's a real nose bump. Followed by the number 28. Right now they're running at 15th and 16th. The number 28, Harrison line with that lion on the front of it. We still got 13 cars that haven't made their way down pit road yet. They're still out there running laps, and we see a couple cars coming down now. It's going to be Matthew Scott in that number 15. Frankie Van Brandley. He's on pit road. And Michael Guest, he came in and got him 4 tires. He's sitting in his pit stall, getting a little bit of damage fixed, I would believe. That number 15 making his way off of pit row. Marcus Ruckman, the number 3 car, coming up on that number 27 of Eric. These guys that have pitted are starting to get back around those guys that stayed out. Eric Laval's been out there in that 27 car for 49 laps so far. So it looks like pitting early is the way to go. As you can see, wow. He's already got that spot back. Right now, our race leader, Braden Bolos, that number 2 machine. He's coming up on the number 11, Jordan Worth. That number 20 car you're looking at, Frank, followed by the number 32, Linus Brostrom. Our leaders up here, Trevor Micklemore running in his second right now. He's got his hands full battling with that number 2 car, or that number 9 of Mate Lorenzi. They're side by side. Toyota versus Ford. One on the inside, one on the outside. Well, that inside line really gets a good run down into the corner. Right behind them, that number 21 car, Wayne Burt. Jason Martin running fifth, the number 5 car. There he is. Take a look at your leaders. They come across the start-finish line to start lap 76 of 133 laps here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The NASCAR, or the Iracing NIS fixed race, which is the NASCAR iRacing series, they call it over here. We've been green. We had 1 caution so far. For 4 laps, we've had 3 lead changes. The fastest lap is a 30.004. And right now, our 5th place, Jason Martin in number 5, his last lap was a 32.890. He's been out there for 54 laps. So be looking for him to come down pit road. So we're going to keep an eye on him. So I'm sure he's going to be coming in here in the next lap or 2. And he sure does. Actually, no, that wasn't him. That was Wayne Bort. He's on pit road. I believe Michael Guess has done checked out of this race because of the damage that he had on his car. He really had a lot of front end damage on that car, so I can't blame him. Got a long way to go, and when your car's that damaged, so we got another taker here on pit lane. That's Colin Kennedy down there on pit lane right now. He's getting him 4 fresh tires and some Sunoco fuel. He's gonna make his way back out on the track. But right now, Braden Bolo's still out front in that number 2 car, looking good. He's led 19 laps so far. So we're coming up to about 53 laps to go in this NIS race. This is the top split, and you are watching SRTV Network. And up here in the booth, as always, I'm Jay Weezy. He's at number 2, his pit lane. After running 58 laps, he decided he was going to come down pit road. So we're going to ride along with that number 2 as he makes a pit stop. And as you see, we got a couple other cars on pit lane here. He just rides straight down through all the pit stalls. I have no idea what that's about, but hey, to each his own. That's not what I would have done. But he's gonna make his way back out on the track. He pulls right up in front of everybody. Nah, I'm kidding, there ain't nobody coming. Well, he's gonna try to get that car up to speed. Right now, he's running in that 17th position. Our race leader is going to be Mate Lorinsky. The number 9 car, he's coming down pit road, so Harrison Line in the number 28 is going to take over the lead. He's got a battle going on between the number 21 car. 21 of Wayne Bork is 1 lap down. So it's really not a battle for position, so the 28 just lets him by because he's leading this race. He's been out there for 22 laps. And I believe he's one of the guys that was on a different pit strategy, so be looking for him to come in here in about 10 laps. He's probably going to get 4 more tires and another full tank of gas. We're going to take a look at our top 5 right now. Harrison Lyon running in that first spot. These guys that are in the top 10 have all made their pit stops around the same time. So Harrison Lyon in first. The number 4 is Cyril Nussbaum. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Jordan Worth up to 3rd in that number 11. Running 4th, the number 8 of Alex Kahn. The number 32 of Linus Brostrom in that 5th spot there. We take a look from our sky cam. You see our top 4 out there, the 28, the 4, the 11, and the 8. We got 15 cars on the lead lap right now. So these top 15 cars are all on the same pit strategy. Or within a few laps of each other, but they got pretty similar pit strategies. They are putting on a show. That number 28 leading them around with that lion on the hood. That's Harrison Lyon. We got a battle right behind him between Cyril Nussbaum and the 11 of Jordan Worth. And we know how fast Jordan Worth is. He started on the pole tonight. Actually, Jordan Worth is right there. He's about 2.2 seconds back from that number 2 position. The 4 car. We can take a look from the sky cam one time. You see the number 4 there, right behind that black number 18. We got the 17, which is 1 lap down in between, and the number 11 of Jordan Worth there. He's got a car coming up on his backside. That's the number 9 car. As he is 1 lap down to our leader, Harrison Lyon. All right, they've been out there for about 30 laps. Last time they pitted, they had ran about 30 or so laps, so let's see what happens. They might be getting ready to come back down pit road and get some more tires. The number 4, Cyril Nussbaum, he's out there running around. As you can tell, the guys that have newer tires, they're getting around the track pretty good. Jordan Mohr starting to close that gap there on that number 4 car as he's decreased that to 1.8, so he's knocked off 4 tenths. And we got a battle side by side right behind him, which is 2 cars that are a lap down, I believe. They're battling each other, but most of these cars are single file. And they've been doing a phenomenal job. They got about 40 laps to go. So I do believe that they're going to make a pit stop. The top 15 are going to be looking to make a pit stop here. As you see, Jordan Word. I thought he was about to come down pit road that time by, but he didn't. The number 5 car dives down on the inside. He is 1 lap down to the leaders. And he's got newer tires, so he's trying to get that track position back as he makes his way around the number 11 of Jordan Worth. A lot of great drivers out there. They've been putting on a fantastic show for us over here. So we're live, and welcome to everybody that just tuned in. We're watching the NIS race, the Iracing NIS race. The fixed top split started at 5 o'clock. 133 laps here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway on SRTV Network. I'm Jay Weezy. I'm up here by myself drinking a cup of coffee and enjoying this race in action right now. So I hope you are too. And to all the people that are going to come back and watch it, hey, I appreciate that. I'm going to hop in the car with Jordan Worth because I believe he's going to be coming down pit road here anytime. I called that one as he hits pit road. 50 mile an hour is the speed limit here. I mean 55 mile an hour is the speed limit. So he's going to come on down. I believe he's got that first pit stall down all the way by the pace cars. So he's going to slide in there, getting 4 fresh tires. He passes the number 25. The number 25 is in there getting him some freshies. Nothing better than 4 fresh tires on a track like this. That's Brandon Smizer in the 25, by the way. And he's going to peel out off of pit road. He dropped to 16th when he took that pit stop there. And our race leader, Harrison Lyon, he's been out there for 37 laps. We're going to jump right in the car with him and see what he's doing. Looks like he might have a little bit of front end damage. Let's get a better look. Got a little bit of a wrinkle as he's getting ready to come down pit road here. And he's got that number 4, a Surreal Nos bomb right behind him. That number 4 ain't gonna let that 28 get an advantage, so he's gonna pull down pit road with him. We're making green flag pit stops for the 2nd time. Number 10 pulling back out on the track there. That's Marco Benjamin. Our race leader is Brady Bolos. Let's check him out. He's out there in that number 2 car. It's got a nice looking paint job on that thing. Let's take a closer look at it. It's a really good looking Chevrolet SS. And I can't wait until they bring that Camaro out over here on the iRacing side. That's a really good looking car, man. And I definitely gonna have me one. Yeah, man, them ZL1s are super bad. I know that. They 650 horsepower. They done put more horsepower in those cars. They was 580 in 2014. They done bumped it up to a little bit over 600 horsepower. You gotta love Camaro Z01, man, with that supercharger. Man, they are just fun to drive. I've drove one a couple times, man. I've had a lot of fun out there. They're really fast. As we're looking at the number 12 of Sergio Abella, he's running in that 2nd place right now. And he's 7.4 seconds behind Braden Bolos. So Braden, he's doing an excellent job. He's been out there for 22 laps, and Sergio in the 12, he's been out there for 29 laps. We're coming to around 30 to go. So it won't be long, and we're going to crown a winner over here for the Iracing NIS Fixed Series. These are some really cool races, and I've only participated in one of these events. They always come on at a time where I'm either doing some league racing or maybe a broadcast for somebody, so I really don't have much time to run these. But while we take a look at this, Sergio Abella. We're going to give you a rundown of the top 10. We got the number 2 car, Braden Bolos, running first. Second place, the number 12 of Sergio Abella. Third place, the 21 of Wayne Bort. Fourth place, the 16 car, Trevor Micklemore. In fifth place is Mate Marinsky. Sixth place, the number 17, Jerome Anima. Running seventh right now, the number 6 car, Samuel Harris. Running eighth, the 22, Jake Goodwin. In ninth, the 28 of Harrison Line. And 10th, that number 11 car of Jordan Worth. Running 11th, the 5 car of Jason Martin. 12th, Cyril Nosbaum in the 4. 13th, the 18 of Shane Ewing. 14th, the number 7 of Dwayne Vincent. 15th is Kevin Adam in the 26. 16th, 31 car, Colin Kennedy. I don't know which one it is, but I apologize if I butchered that name up. I'm going to take a look at our leader here. 18th is Linus Brostrom. 19th, the 25 of Brandon Smizer. 20th, the number 3 of Marcus Ruckman. 21st is Marco Pentonen. 22nd, the 13 of Jared Mogard. 23rd, the number 23, Bob Van Catwick. Running 24th is the 29 car, Mike Polera. 25th, the 24, Justin Petshire. 26th is the 19 of Jeremy Vincent. 27th, the 15 of Matthew Scott. 28th, Frank Van Brandwick. 14th, Patrice Langlet. And that's all the cars we got on the track right now. So we're looking at that number 12. He's running second. That's Sergio Abella. He's 9.9 seconds behind Braden Bolos in that number 2 Chevrolet SS. He's got the number 32, Linus Brostrom, right behind him. Linus has been out there for 15 laps on those tires. Braden Bolos, he's just got 2 or 3 more laps more on his tires. As you see that rubber flying off them tires, so you know, like I said earlier, the track temperature is 104 degrees, so it's nice and hot out there, which makes it slick. You know, but they're putting a little more rubber down every lap with all these cars out there. As you see the 19 flying all up on the back end of Braden. And the 19, you know, he's so fast right now because he's only been out there for about 15 laps, which, you know, is only about 5 laps less than Braden. But Braden right now, he don't want to make any mistakes because he's leading these boys and girls around. He's got the 31 up on the outside of him, Colin Kennedy. As you see, that car gets a little bit loose coming through there. It's coming up on 22 to go. So we're winding down in this race. We're going to take a look from the sky cam. Single file action here at Las Vegas. And right now, we got 17 cars, about 16 or 17 cars that are on the lead lap. But there's your race leader, Braden Bolos. And he's doing something special in there because he's opened up that gap between him and Sergio Abella in the number 12 to 11 seconds. So he is gone with the win. As that number 15 makes his way around, gets him a lap back. It's going to put another car on the lead lap there. Matthew Scott in the 15. He was actually 2 laps down there, that 15 of Matthew Scott, so he's only 1 lap down now. And one thing I know is Braden Bolos does not want a caution to come out because he's opened up a heck of a lead over second place Sergio Abella. As we take a look at the blimp cam and see if we can find the number 12. He's nowhere in sight as Braden Bolos goes into 2. Or down into 1. There's your second place car. So he's got a quarter of a track there over second place. So he's doing a phenomenal job. Sergio Abella is battling with that number 28 right now. He's also battling that 21 car. So we're going to keep an eye on this battle because these guys are battling for position. They're battling for second, third, and fourth. They all want that second spot. Braden, he's the only one ahead of him. Looks like the 28 of Harrison Line managed to get that second spot, and he's starting to pull away a little bit there from Sergio Abella. Sergio Abella's been out there for 42 laps. The 21 car has been out there for 38 laps. It's been a while since they pitted. But Braden Bolos, he's been out there. And Braden, if you end up watching this video, this race, man, if I'm tearing your name apart, I really apologize. But you're putting on one heck of a show right now. And we got about 17, 18 laps left. He's been out there for 36, so I'm pretty sure he's got enough fuel to make it. But has he got enough to hold off? Because Harrison Line, he's going to have to hold off the 28 car of Harrison Line, and Harrison Line is flying. They call him Flying Line. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to call him Flying Line, though, because he's done decreased that gap. Harrison Line, he was around 11, 12 seconds back. Braden Bolos had that lead, you know, to about 11, 12 seconds. And Harrison has managed to knock it down to 9 as he's got almost 20 laps less on his tires. So he's definitely got a shot to pull this win off here in the 28 car. Because we know them tires on that number 2 they're pretty hot and worn out. As you see, the number 28 coming off of turn 2. There's the leader heading into turn 3. He's coming off of turn 4 now. There's the 28 going into turn 3. So he's not far behind. He's already knocked it down to 8.5. As we take a look. 8.2. 8.2, so hey, it's going down quick, and he's got 15 laps to close in on him as he's already knocked off 2 more tenths. It's down to 8 seconds. No pressure from behind as he's got a 2.7 second lead over third, which is Cyril Nosbaum. And he's closing fast. He's got it down to 7.7 seconds already. Let's see if he can do it. He's definitely got a shot at it. He's knocking off a lot of time. And he's doing it fast. So let's take a look at his last lap. Was a 31.857. Braden Bolo's last lap was a 32.3. So you're talking about a half a second faster he is. He ran another 31.817 there. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't going to update. He ran a 31.8. Braden Bolos ran a 32.3. So a little over 5 tenths. So a little over a half a second there faster. So he's closing quick. Oh no, contact between Harrison Line running second and the number 20 car, which is a lap down there. That's Frank Van Brandwick. But man, Harrison Line's knocked it down to 6.7. It only took him a couple laps to do it, but it's not looking good unless he's got a little bit of damage there on the right front of that car too, as you see. A little bit of damage there, but we'll keep an eye on him. As you can see, he's steadily closing the gap between him and our first place car, number 2 of Braden Bolos. Braden Bolos has ran a heck of a race. He's got 44 laps on his tires, and Harrison Line's got 19 laps less on his tires. So he's definitely been a lot faster. He was 4 tenths faster that time by. So he's closing at about a half a second a lap. So he's gonna have to pick up the pace if he wants to catch that number 2 of Braden Bolos. Let's take a look at that number 2. He's crossing the start-finish line now. And Harrison crosses the start-finish line. So you see, he's got a ways to go. He's knocked it down so far to 5.7. He's got a long way to go, man. And I guarantee you, he's got the pedal to the metal, trying to pull this win off tonight. Braden Bolos has got a heck of a shot, though. Eight to go. Not a scratch on it. It's got a really good looking car there. The problem is the tires. He's out there for 47 laps. It'll be 48 when he crosses the line this time by. And right now, Harrison Line is 4.9 seconds behind Braden. With 7 to go, it's going to be 6 as he crosses the line here. 6 laps to go. I believe he's going to be able to pull this one off. But Harrison Line is still closing the gap. He's got it down to 4.8. But I don't believe it's enough. It's going to be 5 to go this time by. See how loose they get when they come off the corner there on them old tires. He's starting lap 50 there. He's even getting loose in the trial oval. He's 4.4 seconds ahead of Harrison Line in the number 28 car. But he's led 50 laps here out of 133, so I guarantee you he's gonna love to win this race. As long as he can keep it together for 4 more laps, he's going to be doing some burnouts here on the front stretch as the race winner. 4.1 seconds over Harrison Line. And Harrison Line, he's got about 3 seconds over Surreal. There's Harrison there. And I believe if he didn't have that damage on that car, that he would be doing a lot better right now, closing the gap. He's got Surreal Nosbaum running third. He's 2.4 seconds back. He's got Braden Bolos ahead of him. He's got it down to 3.9, but he's running out of time. Because when Braden in that number 2 car goes across the line this time, it's going to be 2 to go. Alright, we're on the last lap. He's only got to go around one more time, and then he's going to grab that checker flag there. So we got a car in the wall. He hung on to it. Managed to not tear anybody up or himself. Because we're on the last lap here. Braden Bolos brought this one home. Harrison Line closed it to 2.8 seconds, and he's going to finish in second. And our third place finisher is going to be Surreal in that number 4 car. Fourth place is Jordan Worth in the number 11. Fifth is Wayne Bork. Sixth, Samuel Harris. Seventh, Mate Lorinsky. 16 cars running 8th. He finished 8th. That's Trevor Mohr. The number 9 car, or 9th place, is the number 12 of Sergio Abella. 10th is the 17 car, Jerome Anima. But our race winner here tonight, or this morning I should say, is going to be Braden Bolos, as he's burning them down out there at that start-finish line, and he's well-deserved. Those tires are worn out. He did 53 laps there on that last run, and he really put the smack down here to bring home the win. So congratulations to Braden on winning this race here. So he gets a congratulation from the number 25 car. That's Brandon Smizer. So we're going to take a look at our race results. Braden Bolos finishes first. Second is Harrison Line in the 28. Third is the number 4 of Surreal Nosbaum. Fourth is Jordan Worth in the number 11. Fifth is the 21 car of Wayne Bork. Sixth, the number 6 car of Samuel Harris. Seventh is the 9 of Mate Lorinsky. Eighth, Trevor Mohr. Ninth, Sergio Abella rounding out the top 10. Jerome Anima. 11th is Linus Brostrom. 12th is Dwayne Vincent. 13th is Alex Kahn. 14th is Jake Goodwin. 15th is Jason Martin. 16th is Marco Pentinen. 17th, the 25 of Brandon Smizer. 18th, Jared Mogard. 19th, Shane Ewing. Apologize for that. Shane Ewing. I said it right that time. 20th is going to be Kevin Adam. 21st is Colin Kennedy. 22nd is Marcus Ruckman. 23rd, Rob Van Catwick. 24th is Jeremiah Vincent. 25th is Justin Petshire. 26th is Matthew Scott. 27th is Mike Pulera. 28th is Patrice Langlet. 29th is Frank Van Brandwick. Oh, 30th is Adam Highland. 31st is Eric Laval. And Michael Guest, it's unfortunate, but he's going to finish 32nd tonight to round out the field in that number 1 car. He just didn't have what it takes once he got that damage. So appreciate everybody for tuning in, and congratulations to our race winner over here, Braden Bolos. He really put on a show, and he put the smack down on these boys and girls. So it's my first NIS race broadcast, and I don't know how many more I'll do, but I've always wanted to do one. So for everybody that's watching this or will watch it, we really appreciate the views, and check us out on Facebook, SRTV Network, and also check us out over on YouTube and Twitch, because we are live over there. Hit that like and that subscribe button. And hey, like I said earlier, I'm Jay Weezy in the SRTV Network booth. And for everybody out there, I hope y'all had a good time, and until next time, have a good night.